Hey everyone, back into this evening's Snow Watch update. We're going to be looking at the potential, it's no more than potential at the moment, for some quite significant snow coming up next week. Now, we've got the storm, of course, going on right now, so do batten down the hatches. We're going to be in for a real battering overnight and through tomorrow across particularly northern parts of the country, but all places are going to have a very wild and windy spell coming up. If you want to know more about that, check out the 5-day forecast on the homepage. But I did earlier on, that'll tell you all you need to know about the storm. After that, it's going to turn colder. The storm will push out of the way as we go through into Friday, and then we're going to open the floodgates to a northerly wind. And that northerly wind is going to bring some cold air down over the weekend. There could be some snow showers coming through at times, particularly to the north and the east of the country over the weekend. And I think it's really next week that we could be looking at some quite significant snowfall coming through. It's all quite a long way off, so the detail is likely to change. I just wanted to show you the latest GFS. Talking for GFS, the parallel run has now become the main operational GFS. We've finished with the old operational GFS, but the very last run of that was 6 o'clock run, which I did the 5-day forecast with, by the way. So if you want to see the very last run of the old operational GFS, check out the 5-day forecast of that. The parallel has now taken over and is just basically the operational GFS now. And this is the first operational version of the new GFS that we're going to look at for this particular update. It's a new model, so it should be an upgrade, but of course we don't know how reliable it's going to be. That's the caveat over the next few weeks as we try to work out how reliable this new GFS model is. So just say about the ads, there's links to articles on most of the pages at GazStuff.com. Have a browse through the widgets. If there's any articles that you're interested in, just click through. You'll be able to go off and read those articles, and thanks so much for doing that. So let's start off with the situation on Saturday, and we've got low pressure up to the north. That's the old storm system going off up towards Norway. A ridge through the Atlantic bring down this cold northwesterly wind. So already by Saturday, the cold air will be starting to dig in. As we move through into Sunday, we bring a trough down across the country. That could bring some rain, sleet or snow down through the country on Sunday, probably in the form of showers, not amounting to too much, but of course we won't know until near the time, but we get this into the higher resolution of. But it's behind that the cold air really starts to dig in. The really cold air digs in later on Sunday as that system comes southwards across the country. And then as we go through into Monday, that's when things start getting quite interesting and more unsettled, because we're within very cold air by then, and we're starting to move weather systems in from the Atlantic. So this first system is coming in on Monday and engaging with that cold air. You can see the extent of the cold air with the upper air temperatures at midday on Monday. Got the -5 isoperm well across the country. There is a warm sector associated with this low pressure. This yellow slice just here, but it's very harmless. It's just down to the southwest of the country, not really impacting the cold air at all. If you're inside that yellow area, I've explained this in other videos, if you're inside that yellow area with your upper air temperatures, it can't snow. You could get freezing rain if it's cold enough down on the surface, but it will always rain when you're in that yellow sector. If you're outside it depends on the dew points and other factors, but mainly the dew points. Outside that yellow area, it can snow. If you have a look at the dew points, here they are for midday Monday. The freezing temperatures with the dew points are right across the country. Just the far west and southwest has those dew points going above freezing. There's precipitation for Monday. Most places are dry, actually. There's some snow showers around the east coast, but you can see that area of blue there out to west. That's heavy rain moving in towards Ireland. And so as that comes in, it could turn increasingly to snow. So midnight Monday into Tuesday, that low pressure is moving in across the country, coming into that cold air and stalling. You can see that the upper air temperatures still show the -5 isotherm across many parts of the country. The dew points are still widely below freezing, away from the far west and southwest, indicating a significant risk of snow. And there's the precipitation coming in, turning increasingly to snow as it pushes into the country through the course of Monday night and into Tuesday. That's precipitation is still there across much of England, particularly central England, down in central southern England, as we go through into midday Tuesday. So that's 12 hours potentially of persistent snow for many parts of England Monday night and into Tuesday. That would be significant and disruptive weather. Now, as we go through Tuesday itself, that low pressure starts to slip away to the south. It'll take the snow risk away, but keep an eye on this area of low pressure around Iceland. That, again, takes a very similar track, moving down from the northwest. So midnight on Wednesday, here comes the next low pressure, moving into that cold air, pushing down from the north, and that just slides down across the country, and eventually, by the time we get through to midnight on Thursday, that low pressure is seen to the south. So that's taking more snow, rain, sleet and snow, but significantly for many parts of the country, snow down across the country, northwest to southeast. We end up, by the end of Thursday, putting in this bitterly cold easterly wind as that low pressure slips away to the south. This could be a really, really wintry week next week if these charts come off. So, again, as that low pressure comes in, midnight on Wednesday, the upper air temperatures are below -5 across most parts of the country. We do bring a milder sector through again into the far west and southwest. So that low pressure comes down on Wednesday. So in the west, there would be a risk of the rain, of the snow turning to rain, but for many northern, central, east parts of the country, it is mainly snow, and those cold upper air temperatures come back as we get through to the end of Wednesday and into Thursday with that bitterly cold easterly wind feeding those cold temperatures through. The dew points widely below freezing at midnight on Wednesday as that low pressure is moving in. There's that warmer sector lifting the dew points above freezing for Wales and southwest England, so the risk would be rain there, but elsewhere it is snow across many parts, going to particularly central east areas. The dew points go back below freezing as we get through to midnight on Thursday. That low pressure then pushing away into that easy wind. By the end of next week, high pressure's ridging in off the Atlantic, and it's very cold. We've got quite deep snow cover there, so minimum temperatures are going down to -7, -8, -9. Maximum daytime temperatures on Friday suggested under quite deep snow cover to be widely below freezing, just -2, -3 degrees. Of course, those temperatures are dependent on whether the snow cover is actually sitting there, because when you've got deep snow cover, you will lower the temperatures significantly, so we'd have to wait and see whether the cold is that extreme, but certainly that's the potential if you've got deep snow cover. Finally, having a look at the charts from the weather outlook, this is the precipitation type forecast. This is for Sunday, starting off midday Sunday, and we're bringing those wintry showers down across the country. The risk of snow is in use. Remember, pink is snow, blue is rain. As we move through into Monday, here comes that first system moving in from west, bringing rain and some snow in towards Ireland at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. On Monday, that pushes into Wales Monday evening, and then further eastward, suggesting significant and heavy snow in the early hours of Tuesday morning. Vibrant pink colours there for many parts of England and Wales, indicating the risk of some really heavy snowfall on Tuesday. That lasts into Tuesday before eventually pulling away to the south of the country. It turns dry for a time, but here comes the next system moving in from the northwest, bringing rain into western Scotland. The pink there does suggest snow, and that turns increasingly just as it pushes down across the country. This is 9 o'clock on Wednesday. Heavy snow moving down over the country, and that just lasts through most of Wednesday then. A very snowy day, heavy snow moving through the country. Eventually by 9 o'clock on Wednesday, that is clearing away, although in east areas we still do have some snow showers. I can tell you the snow depth that we finish up with this, if we have a quick look at the snow depth, by the time we get through to midday Thursday, we have widely got snow cover across the country. Most parts do have snow cover even around the coast. There's a little bit of snow, but inland we're up to 10, 15, possibly 20 centimetres of snow across many parts of the country on this particular run of the GFS. Now, this is all a long way off. It's subject to change. It's next week, so the potential obviously is there for some very significant wintry weather next week, some really heavy snowfall and deep snow cover coming through. It's not a done deal. Things could change. We're going to keep monitoring it. I'll keep you posted in the updates tomorrow and on Friday. Potentially it could be a very interesting weekend for guys on Saturday, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're going to have to wait and see, but all looking very, very interesting if you like it cold and snowy tonight. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.